Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Spurs hosting the Warriors, part two. And the Spurs are 2.5-point home favorites. The over-unders at 234.5. The Warriors are plus 115 on the money line, and the Spurs are minus 135. Now these are the overnight odds. They will change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. Head-to-head, the Warriors are 7-3 against the Spurs in their last 10 meetings. The road team has won the last 3 games that they've played against each other. The road team is 7-3. The underdog has won the last 2 games that they've played against each other outright. The underdog is 7-3 against the spread, while the favorite is 6-4 on the money line. The over is 6-4 in their last 10 meetings, and at 234.5 points, the over/under is 5-5. They played last night, and the Warriors won that game 125-120 in San Antonio, and they gave them their first road L of the season. I almost said home L, but the Spurs were home, so they gave the Spurs their first home loss on the season. The Warriors' lineups are supposed to be Curry, Richard, Moody, Butler, and Green. For the Spurs, Fox, Castle, Vassell, Barnes, and Wembanyama. Lineups have not been confirmed. That's just who's speculated to be there. And this is basketballmonster.com. They're usually pretty accurate with the lineups. You know, I get people who like to come for me in the comments when they list someone as questionable because on paper, someone in the organization said that someone may play, so they put them in the lineup and then, they didn't play. That's why I say not confirmed. The Warriors are 7-6. They're 7-6 against the spread. The over is 9-4-2, and they're 2-6 on the road. One of those games happened against the Spurs, who were unbeaten at home. Go figure. The Spurs 8-3, 5-5-1 against the spread. The over is 7-4, and they are 5-1 at home this year. You're looking at the team who beat them. The Warriors are 5-5 in their last 10, 5-5 against the spread. The over is 6-4. They're 2-2 in their last 4 games. The games they won were the games they covered. 233, 197, 228, and then 245. 25-point loss to the Nuggets, didn't cover. Then a 31-point win over the Pacers, they did cover. Then they got hammered by the Thunder by 24 points. And then they beat the Spurs by 5. And I think the hammering the night before they played the Spurs actually helped them because they didn't have to leave everyone in all game and make it closer. They were down, they kind of rested their guys, and they got them ready for the next night. The Spurs are 7-3 in their last 10. They're 4-5-1 against the spread. The over 7-3. They have not covered the last 3 games that they've played. 231, 245, 238, 245 again. 11-point win over the Rockets, they covered. 7-point win over the Pelicans, they did not. 4-point win over the Bulls, they did not. And then a 5-point loss to the Warriors. I think Kuminga not playing in this game may be a bigger contributing factor than people may believe. You know, that's 15-ish points per game and, 5 or 6 rebounds per game that they will be missing out on, at least just in my opinion. I will take the Spurs in this one because it seems like a lot of the games where these teams have played each other close in proximity, the team who won the first game does not win the following night. So I'm going to take the Spurs on the money line. I will take the Spurs laying the points, and I'm going to go over in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.